The university years are all the time some of the best years we have in our life. But when we also participate in activities and we share in initiatives, they are even more enjoyable, and they really do have a positive impact on our characters and in our life, in our career after that. We do have an example here. We are very much delighted to have with us an undergraduate student, Radwa Rady, who participated and is sharing in a very important initiative, Peace Leaders. What's the story? She is going to tell us. Hello, Radwa.
Hello, thank you so much for this very thoughtful intro. Thank you so much. I'm part of a very good initiative, which is the Peace Leaders magazine. And as a team, we tend to make a very coherent piece of topics and articles on sustainable development issues, and how we can provide mechanisms and solutions for such critical issues. So I'm really glad that I'm a part of this initiative.
Radwa, I'm going to forget all about the questions.
Okay.
And I know that you do have many things in mind.
Yes.
And you do have many things to tell. And this is the zeal or the enthusiasm we want from youngsters, from youth like you.
Sure.
You are studying politics.
Yes.
And this is very hard and serious in the same time. And now you are looking at things with a different perspective. How do you see participating in such initiatives like the one you are sharing in, and in the same time to be involved into, as I said, a serious study like studying politics?
One of the most important thing is to do a very effective impact. Like we all see the problems of poverty and inequality and the need to promote peace and justice everywhere. But we can't really do a really good impact without doing without digging deeper in those critical issues, and without doing some critical thinking. So my field has taught me to dig deeper, or to analyze whatever problem or issue I'm facing, and then start to make a mind map in order to provide a very good solution for such issue. That's it.
You know that I'm looking now to a young diplomat.
Thank you so much.
Radwa, when I'm speaking about a magazine, meaning that you are publishing your own thoughts, you do have a think tank, for example, brainstorming. How do you choose the idea which you are going to write upon? Is it articles which you all share in writing them, or what? How the choice is done?
Okay, I'm going to answer this on two scales.
Okay.
The first one is my point of view, and then our point of view as the whole team. Mine is that I tend to see what is the most important thing we need to discuss right now. For example, in the upcoming issue, my article is on the food security issue as a consequence of the COVID-19 pandemic. Yes, in the Middle East region, because we have so many states that are suffering from food
insecurity.
Food yes. Of course, under the precautions of the pandemic, like the travel banning and the transportation banning, like Yemen and Syria, for instance.
Yeah.
And therefore, I'm tackling this issue because we need to move as soon as possible. We need to help those people. They are really suffering there, and we need to do something.
The case in Yemen was described by the
Yes.
United Nations as the biggest catastrophe ever, a
Yes.
famine. And people there are really suffering not only because of COVID-19, but because of being a war-torn country. Well, and because of this, we are all the time, Egypt is the big sis. Egypt is all the time going to be the pioneer in everything. But let's move to what you're doing, Radwa, and to the choice. You told me that this is the two ways
Choices.
you choose, or the two patterns you have. Are you all the time, because of this, following up the situation around you? I mean, and not only in Egypt, but around you in general, and all the time trying to following up the very rapid movements and very rapid challenges which are taking place around us?
Yes, sure. Our team is consisted of 13 participants, not only from Egypt, but also from the whole MENA region. We have participants from Yemen, we have from Tunisia, Algeria, and Sudan, and each and everyone is very keen to make a very huge impact in his own society, and therefore everyone is trying to catch up with the critical issues happening in their around their area, and we are trying to make a very coherent teamwork, and this is reflected very good in our work, as we provide a very coherent and comprehensive piece of art. I call it
It
a
is.
piece of art because yes, because the like many people are working and on certain area on certain issues, and at the end of
And
the
on
day,
certain areas, you're
yes.
right, dear. And
We are
what you're
making-
talking about is a small Arab league.
yes,
I mean, you're talking about undergraduates or students from Egypt, Sudan, Tunisia, Yemen, meaning that you are all the time thinking about what's going on around us, and in all these Arab states, and you are sharing, you are launching an initiative. This is great.
thank
But
you.
tell me, now you as a student, after participating in such an initiative, what are the changes which happen to your character? Now you are more acquainted with the surroundings, now you can socialize more, now you are more open to other cultures, now you are gaining all the time experiences and exchanging ideas with others. Describe Radwa after and before.
Okay, now I can look at things with a different perspective. Now I can really see what I'm going to do with this. Yeah, for instance, my point of view is no longer a shallow one. It's no longer يعني, it's a more deep one. يعني
It's
I
a
can,
deeper
yes.
vision and from a panoramic view.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. Yes. And my communication skills, and yani, this is one of the most important point that I thought from the beginning of my uni years that I need to improve, and this initiative really helped me at doing so, as I am participating with 30 different participants, and also
Members
we have,
of the initiative.
yes,
You know,
and
your
also
body language is saying a lot, and your facial expressions are
just
saying
a
a
little
lot.
bit nervous,
No,
but
this is great. I mean, when it comes to an issue or something which you are really passionate for, and you have a lot of things to speak about and a lot of things to say. We are all this person.
Yes.
But I'd like also to mention, how do you manage your time? Because many would say, oh, participating in such initiatives would take your time and you are not going to be focusing that much on your studies. No, this is not the case. Would you please elaborate?
Yes, sure. It's not easy, but it's also easy when you put your mind in organizing your time. I'm very keen to do great in my grades and in my academic life. However, I'm trying as much as I can to merge this, يعني, to merge the whatever I'm taking the modules, the topics with my student activity life, and this is really helping me in organizing my time and in making it, يعني, very much easier process, and the sense of developing myself. It's like a very, يعني, motivational, or it's like a push to not to procrastinate, of course, but to always being eager to learn and to go there and go there. And the working life is very hard, and
Your future
yes,
career and how
sure,
you're gonna choose and stuff like that. But
and how I'm gonna
believe it or
engage.
no, what you're doing these days is going to be part and parcel of your experience.
Yes.
And you are going to behave immediately in certain occasions. If you were not passing by through this experience, you were not going to be able to act this way and to have this reaction. Now you are gaining experience, now you are gaining more self-confidence, ability to communicate, socialize, and everything. But this does not mean that you do not have other activities. Do you have other activities?
Yes, sure.
What?
I write a lot.
Mhm.
يعني, this is my passion, and I write in many magazines in
It seems
different
that
places.
it's easier for you to express your ideas via
By writing.
writing.
Yes,
But
yes.
let me return back to this and to continue speaking about the university and to what extent your doctors are helping you with the initiative. And when was the first time you were exposed to have this kind of confrontation with a doctor? Doctor, we are doing this, and would you please give us your opinion, for example, about this article? This scene
Yes.
was taking place before?
Yes, sure. And they were really, really astonished with my passion. And I remember receiving many good feedback on how it's a really good start,
Mhm.
and on how I should not give up on myself, and how I can and how
Forgot
I
all
can
about them. We
okay
are together.
and how I can make myself much and much better.
Mhm.
Thank you.
Speaking about this, of course, you are gaining more experience a day after the other,
Yes.
and now you've learned from many mistakes you have done before. What are the most important mistakes which you discover that you are doing, and now you are very much keen and you do care not to repeat them?
Making a good balance between my academic life and my social life. When it comes to my social life, I really have to make not all the time I'm going out, and not all the time I'm on the social media accounts, because it will, يعني, of course, affect or impact my academic life. And also, if I spend all the time reading books and doing my research, it will also affect my social life.
Yeah.
And then I need to make a good balance between
You know
both
what
of
do you
them.
really need?
What?
You need to know that you are a beauty
Thank you.
and you deserve a lot, and inshallah you are going to lead such a successful career.
Thank you so
Radwa
much.
Rady, thank you very much for your input.
Thank
I
you.
really enjoyed my time.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Well, right after this we are going to be back. Stay tuned only on Nile TV International.